You got the crazy dressing. Oh, Grace. Well, he is. On the season. It was should have. He probably went brave. So that's not. We got bad shit. Let me run the gray shit with the black with the blue helmet. Cause you can, if you go down, you can like you switch it up. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it. I like this right here. That? I like this right here. Simple. They about to come out here dripped out. Man. It is? Yeah, they text on calling that thing dripped out. They about to drip out. They like that, huh? Oh, I ain't see the side of them. We gotta play this thing. Oh, no. Man, that nigga got jerked. Maybe that's why I'm saying niggas. Because some schools niggas be bad, niggas gonna be having two jerseys. Hey, ready? Yeah. I like that whole platform. It's gonna look different. It's gonna look, and the gameplay's gonna look different. Maybe it's from the little bit. It's going to like the chance. You going to Penn State with them? So they don't got all black. Talk on change. Whatever you do, something with you. Whatever color you do. Oh, black. You got bust his ass. What's your record? Rank 14. I'm like 2. I'm like 3 and 2, right? Yeah. I post the stream.
How they take them Caparona. Nigerians are far from
one of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you are in great team, going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them over. Texas Tech Red Raiders at AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As this team looks to make it back to CFP this year, they're going to take you on taking another unit of the Texas Tech Red Raiders. 3 Sports Capital, I'm Reese Davis. Here with David Guys, let's get and the Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff.
See, he came out with this drip. See, we good. I like this game. He got black on white. Texas Tech Stadium like that too.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8.
My quarterback right now, he was a freshman last year with a team full of seniors. This nigga took us to 2 games before that. But now he's talking for his dog left. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's tough, but We good. We gonna figure it out.
Back to
We gonna
pass,
figure it
it's
out.
Hatchett.
We gonna figure it out, right? We gonna figure it out.
Catch in the middle, it's Davis.
We gonna figure this shit out.
Good pick.
See how the helmets look? They
Little
look
bit
black
short
before, now they look
of
gold or silver. I mean, yeah.
And
See, I told you that shit
Cowboys
was
season
crazy.
to come down. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll send the back in motion. The give to Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We got this throwback system.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I'm a dope boy. I be balling.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, the quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hatchett. On over the middle, it's Finley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing in zone, I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Back open in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Under fire. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback to the 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The Red Raiders are on the move. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Got his man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Quick completion to the right. There he goes. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Setting up the screen. Running into the open space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last.
Pick up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on.
On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking for a man. It's Hatchett. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Wants to go up top on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Snagged in the middle. It's Finley. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. To the air. It's Hatchett. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy
breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Kentucky going quickly. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Virginia Tech picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Frank Beamer built there in Blacksburg, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 25 to Clemson. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab on the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. release by the QB. Trying to take it back. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. It's Hatchett. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. He's at the 30. Inside the... and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. When you hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back in the big blue offense takes the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll ride Davis here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Can't get him to the ground. Knocked down for the tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set.